This would be different. This would be my idea. The September after I graduated from college, I took off on a backpacking trip across Europe. My college roommate Rhonda Slater and I landed in London and tore a strip off the continent that included England, Scotland, Germany, France, Switzerland, Austria, then Yugoslavia, and Greece. We walked to Stonehenge across the Salisbury Plain. We saw Alan Bates play Petruchio in Stratford-upon-Avon. We sat in the Roman governor's seat in the amphitheater in Trier and turned our thumbs down to the losing gladiators. We sang "Drink, Drink, Drink" along the banks of the Neckar in Heidelberg. We visited the U-boat in the basement of the Deutsches Museum in Munich. We took the stairs to the top of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Our only defense is that we were much younger then, and we accidentally stayed overnight in a whorehouse in Athens. It's a long story. We had a good time, and we learned a lot. It wasn't all joy, the learning. I went through 3 IRA bomb scares in London Underground stations. Only one bomb actually exploded, I explained to my mother, which for some reason did not reassure her. The Arab oil embargo hit just about the same time I bought a used VW Bug to beetle around in. And we learned how to avoid the Sunday driving ban. Papadopoulos was overthrown in Greece exactly 1 week after we arrived, and we learned that we could pretend not to notice the tanks rolling past our B&B. I learned to survive bed bugs, and French fanny pinchers, nothing I hadn't already endured at Chilkoot Charlie's. I also learned to like German beer, British pubs, and Irish men. But this is a wholesome family publication, so we won't go there. Afterward, I understood the reason the rich used to send their children abroad on the grand tour. Travel is educational. It's addictive, though. Once you start, you can't stop. I've been back to Europe, outside and to Hawaii more times than I can count. I've been to New Zealand. I've driven the Alcan and I've biked in Baja. I'm happy to report that there are lots of things in all those places older than me. But Dorothy was right. There is no place like home. I'm always glad when the plane descends and the Chugach Mountains appear beneath the wing. I know I'm back where I belong, which was why when Alaska Magazine called and said, oh so demurely, would I like to write a travel column for them, I replied, are you sure you've reached the right person? This is Dana Stabenow. You want to pay me to see Alaska? It took a while, but they finally convinced me that they did. What did they want in the way of subject matter? I asked. Get out of town, they said. Okay, I said. So I shall sally forth, up and down the coast, in and out of the bush, around and about the Arctic Circle, armed with my trusty Meade wide-ruled, one-subject notebook and my quicker-clicker pencil. I'm flying down to Katmai to get up close and personal with the grizzlies. I'm going flight-seeing on Denali. I'm taking a tour to Prudhoe Bay. I'm going to the Chemai Dance Festival in Bethel. Up to the Independence Mine in a Hatcher Pass. To the Cordova Iceworm Festival. If Alaska Magazine doesn't come to its senses, I'll be around for a while, telling you all the best places in Alaska to go, how to get there, where to eat and stay, and what to see. Watch this spot. Chapter 2. Exit, Pursued by a Bear. Okay, folks, you want to be real quiet now, Gary Porter said in a low voice. Since a grizzly sow and 2 one-year-old cubs were at that moment 10 feet away, I wasn't about to argue. The sow was in the lead, rolling up the narrow path, dragging the backs of her paws along the ground, long, sharp claws hitting first when she put them down again. Her dark brown fur was thick and wet. Her head, lowered beneath powerful shoulders, was constantly in motion, swiveling between the fish in the creek and the 14 of us reclining in camp chairs on the bank. Her eyes were little and mean. She didn't look the least bit cuddly. Bringing up the rear, looking wet, cold, and hungry,